intergovernmental organization, currently made up of 160 plus members and indigenous nations. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. In the heart of St. Kitts and Nevis, where the ocean meets the sky, a historic gathering is unfolding. The United Ancient Nations, a global forum where the world's first and ancient nations unite to share wisdom, confront challenges, and co-create solutions rooted in ancestral knowledge. The United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations represents over 160 indigenous member nations and communities, advocating for more than 300 million people across all continents. Here, ancient wisdom meets modern action, fostering international cooperation, cultural preservation, and sustainable development through indigenous leadership. Beyond dialogue, the UAN experience nurtures the mind, body, and spirit. Sunrise meditation, yoga by the ocean, and cultural celebrations reconnect us to ourselves, each other, and the wisdom of the earth. In St. Kitts and Nevis, ancient traditions and vibrant cultures come alive. This is a space for learning, sharing, and taking action. Together, we address climate challenges, preserve cultures, and shape a sustainable future. The United Ancient Nations is where ancestral knowledge guides the world toward harmony, justice, and collective growth. Join the United Ancient Nations in St. Kitts and Nevis, where ancient wisdom meets a sustainable future. Together, we rise. Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization, currently made up of 160 plus members and indigenous nations. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. In the heart of St. Kitts and Nevis, where the ocean meets the sky, a historic gathering is unfolding. The United Ancient Nations, a global forum where the world's first and ancient nations unite to share wisdom, confront challenges, and co-create solutions rooted in ancestral knowledge. The United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations represents over 160 indigenous member nations and communities, advocating for more than 300 million people across all continents. Here, ancient wisdom meets modern action, fostering international cooperation, cultural preservation, and sustainable development through indigenous leadership. Beyond dialogue, the UAN experience nurtures the mind, body, and spirit. Sunrise meditation, yoga by the ocean, and cultural celebrations reconnect us to ourselves, each other, and the wisdom of the earth. In St. Kitts and Nevis, ancient traditions and vibrant cultures come alive. This is a space for learning, sharing, and taking action. Together, we address climate challenges, preserve cultures, and shape a sustainable future. The United Ancient Nations is where ancestral knowledge guides the world toward harmony, justice, and collective growth. Join the United Ancient Nations in St. Kitts and Nevis, where ancient wisdom meets a sustainable future. Together, we rise. Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization, currently made up of 160 plus members and indigenous nations. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. In the heart of St. Kitts and Nevis, where the ocean meets the sky, a historic gathering is unfolding. The United Ancient Nations, a global forum where the world's first and ancient nations unite to share wisdom, confront challenges, and co-create solutions rooted in ancestral knowledge. The United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations represents over 160 indigenous member nations and communities, advocating for more than 300 million people across all continents. Here, ancient wisdom meets modern action, fostering international cooperation, cultural preservation, and sustainable development through indigenous leadership. Beyond dialogue, the UAN experience nurtures the mind, body, and spirit. Sunrise meditation, yoga by the ocean, and cultural celebrations reconnect us to ourselves, each other, and the wisdom of the earth. In St. Kitts and Nevis, ancient traditions and vibrant cultures come alive. This is a space for learning, sharing, and taking action. Together, we address climate challenges, preserve cultures, and shape a sustainable future. The United Ancient Nations is where ancestral knowledge guides the world toward harmony, justice, and collective growth. Join the United Ancient Nations in St. Kitts and Nevis, where ancient wisdom meets a sustainable future. Together, we rise. Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization, currently made up of 160+ members and indigenous nations. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. In the heart of St. Kitts and Nevis, where the ocean meets the sky, a historic gathering is unfolding. The United Ancient Nations, a global forum where the world's first and ancient nations unite to share wisdom, confront challenges, and co-create solutions rooted in ancestral knowledge. The United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations represents over 160 indigenous member nations and communities, advocating for more than 300 million people across all continents. Here, ancient wisdom meets modern action, fostering international cooperation, cultural preservation, and sustainable development through indigenous leadership. Beyond dialogue, the UAN experience nurtures the mind, body, and spirit. Sunrise meditation, yoga by the ocean, and cultural celebrations reconnect us to ourselves, each other, and the wisdom of the earth. In St. Kitts and Nevis, ancient traditions and vibrant cultures come alive. This is a space for learning, sharing, and taking action. Together, we address climate challenges, preserve cultures, and shape a sustainable future. The United Ancient Nations is where ancestral knowledge guides the world toward harmony, justice, and collective growth. Join the United Ancient Nations in St. Kitts and Nevis, where ancient wisdom meets a sustainable future. Together, we rise. Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization, currently made up of 160+ members and indigenous nations. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. In the heart of St. Kitts and Nevis, where the ocean meets the sky, a historic gathering is unfolding. The United Ancient Nations, a global forum where the world's first and ancient nations unite to share wisdom, confront challenges, and co-create solutions rooted in ancestral knowledge. The United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations represents over 160 indigenous member nations and communities, advocating for more than 300 million people across all continents. Here, ancient wisdom meets modern action, fostering international cooperation, cultural preservation, and sustainable development through indigenous leadership. Beyond dialogue, the UAN experience nurtures the mind, body, and spirit. Sunrise meditation, yoga by the ocean, and cultural celebrations reconnect us to ourselves, each other, and the wisdom of the earth. In St. Kitts and Nevis, ancient traditions and vibrant cultures come alive. This is a space for learning, sharing, and taking action. Together, we address climate challenges, preserve cultures, and shape a sustainable future. The United Ancient Nations is where ancestral knowledge guides the world toward harmony, justice, and collective growth. Join the United Ancient Nations in St. Kitts and Nevis, where ancient wisdom meets a sustainable future. Together, we rise. Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization, currently made up of 160+ members and indigenous nations. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. In the heart of St. Kitts and Nevis, where the ocean meets the sky, a historic gathering is unfolding. The United Ancient Nations, a global forum where the world's first and ancient nations unite to share wisdom, confront challenges, and co-create solutions rooted in ancestral knowledge. The United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations represents over 160 indigenous member nations and communities, advocating for more than 300 million people across all continents. Here, ancient wisdom meets modern action, fostering international cooperation, cultural preservation, and sustainable development through indigenous leadership. Beyond dialogue, the UAN experience nurtures the mind, body, and spirit. Sunrise meditation, yoga by the ocean, and cultural celebrations reconnect us to ourselves, each other, and the wisdom of the earth. In St. Kitts and Nevis, ancient traditions and vibrant cultures come alive. This is a space for learning, sharing, and taking action. Together, we address climate challenges, preserve cultures, and shape a sustainable future. The United Ancient Nations is where ancestral knowledge guides the world toward harmony, justice, and collective growth. Join the United Ancient Nations in St. Kitts and Nevis, where ancient wisdom meets a sustainable future. Together, we rise. Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization, currently made up of 160+ members and indigenous nations. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. In the heart of St. Kitts and Nevis, where the ocean meets the sky, a historic gathering is unfolding. The United Ancient Nations, a global forum where the world's first and ancient nations unite to share wisdom, confront challenges, and co-create solutions rooted in ancestral knowledge. The United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations represents over 160 indigenous member nations and communities, advocating for more than 300 million people across all continents. Here, ancient wisdom meets modern action, fostering international cooperation, cultural preservation, and sustainable development through indigenous leadership. Beyond dialogue, the UAN experience nurtures the mind, body, and spirit. Sunrise meditation, yoga by the ocean, and cultural celebrations reconnect us to ourselves, each other, and the wisdom of the earth. In St. Kitts and Nevis, ancient traditions and vibrant cultures come alive. This is a space for learning, sharing, and taking action. Together, we address climate challenges, preserve cultures, and shape a sustainable future. The United Ancient Nations is where ancestral knowledge guides the world toward harmony, justice, and collective growth. Join the United Ancient Nations in St. Kitts and Nevis, where ancient wisdom meets a sustainable future. Together, we rise. Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization currently made up of 160+ members and indigenous nations. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. In the heart of St. Kitts and Nevis, where the ocean meets the sky, a historic gathering is unfolding. The United Ancient Nations, a global forum where the world's first and ancient nations unite to share wisdom, confront challenges, and co-create solutions rooted in ancestral knowledge. The United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations represents over 160 indigenous member nations and communities, advocating for more than 300 million people across all continents. Here, ancient wisdom meets modern action, fostering international cooperation, cultural preservation, and sustainable development through indigenous leadership. Beyond dialogue, the UAN experience nurtures the mind, body, and spirit. Sunrise meditation, yoga by the ocean, and cultural celebrations reconnect us to ourselves, each other, and the wisdom of the earth. In St. Kitts and Nevis, ancient traditions and vibrant cultures come alive. This is a space.
We welcome all the participants, viewers, and all the Rajya members, all the viewers who are joining with us right now, tuning in here, just join us with the Nithyananda Yoga. Every day, we do this Nithyananda Yoga, where yoga, the most authentic yoga in the entire world, where yoga is not just taught to you as a fitness mechanism for your body, and not even just for your mind, but this connects your very being to the cosmos, to experience the cosmic union with the ultimate, with the soul, Paramashivam. So this yoga, the most authentic yoga, Nithyananda Yoga, not only has the asanas or just the pranayamas. Predominantly, you will learn yoga as to be something with asana or maximum some mudras and some pranayamas. But this Nithyananda Yoga, the one that the Supreme Court of Hinduism has revived, has 12 components included in it. These 12 components, which includes the asana, pranayama, ganda, japa, mantra, and aushada, yantra, like this 12 different components, abhrana. All these 12 different components together makes the Nithyananda Yoga. And this is directly from Paramashiva himself. And we have the Supreme Court of Hinduism has Guinness World Record, which is established breaking records for this Nithyananda Yoga. And now we are going to be sharing this Nithyananda Yoga with all of you. This is going to be a follow along, do along session. And if you have any questions or doubts, feel free to post it in the comment section. And we would love to attend to your comments. Let's start with this Advaita. Bring your hands in the Atmanandriya, really close to your heart center, Anamata Chakra. Very deeply with Swamiji. Let go the presence of Swamiji with the Sadguru. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvasyaadhilaksham Ekam Nityam Kevalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Vavasitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Now we'll all be chanting the Shiva Mula mantra. I am going to be chanting it, but all of you are going to only chant it internally. I am only going to be chanting with support all of you. We are going to be chanting with 11 times. Om Ham Om Shivaya Namaha. 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 Om Ham Om Namaha. Om Ham Om Shivaya Namaha. Om Ham Om Shivaya Namaha. Will be into the first person. Will be entering into the ritualistic cleansing of the mouth. So I request everyone to please take your Panchapatram and Udharini and place your hand in the Gokarna Mudra, holding your thumb into your index finger. Now, we are going to be chanting the mantras. We request all of you to take a birri of water, just 1 spoon of water in your hand. At the end of each mantra, every time we chant Sabha, please put this water in the base of your palm and you're going to at the end of each mantra. Om Atma Tattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Om Vidya Tattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Om Shiva Tattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Now please wash your hands. Now with the base of your palm, please wipe your lower lips twice along with the mantra. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Wash your hands again. Now please say your palm, your ring finger, middle finger and index finger together and touch your upper lip and lower lip. Wash your hands again. Now with your index finger and palm joined together, touch your right nostril, left nostril. With your ring finger and thumb joined together, touch your right eye, right ear, and left ear. Now, with your little finger and thumb joined together, please touch your navel center. With all your fingers joined together, your head, right shoulder, left shoulder, and your eyes. Now, please wash your hands again. Now, you'll be entering into the Sankalpa. Sankalpa is a conscious resolution. I request all of you to please take your palm, the left palm. On top of it, please place your right palm like this and place it on your thigh. Now, you're going to take a few minutes to visualize what exactly you want to manifest in your life. How, through this Nithyananda Yoga, what is the body, what is the mind, and what is the space that you want to have? Intensely visualize. Let us all do this together. Please close your eyes. Take a few minutes to intensely visualize how exactly you want your body to be. How exactly you want your day to be today. Set your conscious sankalpa. Needs its way. Keep your eyes still and visualize this. Now, we'll be chanting the sankalpa mantra. Mahopata samasta duritakshaya dvara Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartham Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwar Paramashiva Prityartham Cha Shubhe Shobhane Muhurte Adya Brahmanaha Tritiya Pararde Shri Shvetavaraha Kalpe Vaivasvatamanvantare Ashtavimshati Tame Nitya Yuge Pratame Pade Jambo Dvipe Bharata Varshe Bharatah Kande Meroho Dakshine Parshve Shapabde Asmin Vartamane Vyavaharike प्रभवादीनां षष्ट्यां संवत्सराणां मध्ये विश्वावसु नाम संवत्सरे दक्षिणायने श्रीलक्ष्मी वेंकटेश्वर ऋतौ आश्विनमासे शुक्लपक्षे पंचम्यां शुभदितौ शुक्रवासरयुक्तायां विशाखा नक्षत्र विश्वयोग एवं गुणविशेषण विशिष्टायां तस्यां शुभऋतौ श्री कैलासो द्वादशाश्यामला पीठारूढ श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वराभिन्न स्वरूप परशिव पुत्र रत्न कुमार गुरुमन्यतुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत् परमशिव करुणा समधिकृत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्र चामर श्रीशिनगावली समस्तविरदावृत्तिलङ्कृत ज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संग सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्यापवर्गवर्ष विश्वानधीमूत परमत कल्प केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राधार्याज पांडे महाराज गुरु श्रवण शाक्याय महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु दीक्षणा निर्धार ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद ऋषभ ध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिना अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ प्रणवद्युद्र सर्वगुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगेश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयत्रिंशत्युत्तरद्विशतम गुरु महासन्निधान मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रचित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तृ साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वत मनुष्याको हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्री रामचंद्र शूरसेना तेत्याज्ञानवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडिता चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मुद्राभिषिक्त चूड़ामणि साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरुकुल रुद्रता महानिर्वाणी पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अखिल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अखिल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमद् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमद् जगद्गुरु श्री भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिना प्रीत्यर्थम तेषां पादारविन्दयोः भक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थम गुरुकृपा कटाक्ष सिद्ध्यर्थम क्षेम स्थैर्य वीर्य विजय आरोग्य ऐश्वर्याण अभिवृद्ध्यर्थम धर्मार्थ कामोक्ष त्रिविध फल पुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थम समस्त दुरितोपशान्त्यर्थम समस्त मंगलार्थम भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रसादेन सद्गुरुस्य ज्ञान वैराग्य जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम पूर्ण आरोग्य युक्त दृढगात्र यौगिक शरीर सिद्ध्यर्थम परमशिव शक्त्याविष्करणार्थम नित्यानंद योगाभ्यासं करिष्ये। Om Apupasdrishya. Please wash your hands. Now please take the Panchapakrama and please keep it away from your mat. Now they're going to be entering into the warm-ups. And now, just before we enter into the yoga, we are going to be working on warming up the different parts of our body. And we are going to be warming up your back and your legs and your whole body, getting ready, getting yourself ready to do the stretches, to do the yoga today. Because today we are going to be doing multiple variations, but two things mainly that we will be focusing on will be your core and your back. That will be the primary focus. So get ready. Today we're going to be working your core and your back. Shall we all enter into the warm-up? Okay. So going to request all of you to first, when we are doing the warm-up, see, every muscle literally gets loosened up. Every muscle gets prepared for when you do the warm-up. So we're going to first be starting with some of the back stretches, and from there we are going to be following the further. So please, let's get into the position. You're going to first stretch your back forward, lean back completely to the front, stretching your spine. Bend forward to the mat, lean to the front, stretch your spine completely. And you're going to be trying to loosen the base of your back. So what you need to do is you need to stretch your spine, and then you will be from here elongating. Feel the relaxation happening in the lower back. And now from here, you're going to be coming on your knees, and you're going to be arching up and down completely from your head through your spine. Feel the relaxation happening. And from here, what we're going to be doing next is you're going to be coming on your one hand and leg together at the same time. And you're going to be taking your left hand up completely and slowly bending forward. You're not going to put your shoulders on the ground, okay? You're going to be going down. Just stretch. Your shoulders should not be touching the ground. See, that's the most important thing. If you touch your shoulders to the ground, you're having a lot of stress or pressure put on your back. So you're going to be going up and down. Feel the stretch. And slow, slow the other side. Go straight up, stretch down. Go up and down. Keep going up and down. On the sides, make sure you're completely feeling the relaxation.
And from here, you're going to go down into the Bhujangasana, laying down. So you can lay down completely. And from here, gently push yourself up. So gently push your upper body up and just hold it there for a while. Just hold it there, hold as much as possible for just 5 seconds. Next, you're going to try to slowly push yourself back. Just see, now, until now, you just held. Now, just try to push yourself back as much as possible. Add in little pulses also, so your back will feel stretched. You can try to bend your legs and touch them to your head. And then relax for 5 seconds. Just relax. And then go back up. And once you do this a few times, from here, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be stretching your lower back completely. You're going to be standing up where you are. And from there, just bend your back forward. You can slightly bend your knees for this and just swing your back. Feel the relaxation happening at the base of your spine. You'll automatically see you'll be able to go more lower as you stretch each time. There. And slowly get up and bend back. Push your back forward, bend, come back. And from here, you're going to be opening up your hips region. So sit down into a squat and you're going to be pushing your legs to the either sides. So you're going to be just this will open up your hip muscles. And from here, you're going to be seated onto the mat and you're going to be twisting yourself to the either sides. So you're going to be first doing it to your left. So just sit. You're going to fold one leg all the way up and your leg will be coming on the other side of your S and you're going to be stretching. So you'll feel the deeper stretch that way. Try to stretch all the way back, feel the pulse, and then exchange to the other side. Okay. Now, before we enter into other deeper stretches, let's just gently warm up your body. So we're going to start with neck, especially yesterday after we focused on a lot of the back bending postures. Let's just focus on relieving the neck, starting with just gentle neck rotations. So rotate your head clockwise, feel, stretch, and the relaxation. Then anti-clockwise. Very slowly. Now from here, simply lift your head up and then all the way down. And you look down also, just feel the relaxation. Look up and down. Left and right. Left. One more time. Turn your head. Now, next, what we're going to be doing is gently use your hand and gently just apply. See, be very gentle, and you're not going to just pull your head like that. Be very gentle. Use a little bit of pressure and gently pull your head to both sides. You can feel the stretch in this complete area. And next, just rotate your shoulders. And then backwards. Then a stretch. Bring your hands back. Then the opposite side. Relax your hand. You can just try to clasp your hand and behind your neck and feel. Take your hands to the side and relax. To the other side. And then you can interlace your fingers behind your back and just go down. You can just wiggle, stretch, and go down. All the way down as much as possible. And then slowly make your way back up. Favorite stretch. That's the shoulders. Then even for the hips, yes. Now, from here, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be loosening up even our base of the hip. And for that, you're going to be laying down and you're going to be giving a knee hug. So, first, that just like loosens up your spine. And from there, you'll be able to do more hip opening exercises. So, just lay back and slightly hug your knees and try to just roll on the mat slightly. Feel that massage happening to the base of your spine. And from there, slowly just come up, your feet flat on the mat, your hands behind, and you're going to be just taking your hips to left and to the right, to left, to the right. And from here, You're going to go into a very deeper stretch for your spine. Please observe carefully. So, what you're going to do is you're going to be laying down. You need enough space for this. Put your hands aside. You're going to be taking your right leg over to your left hand and then slowly bring it back down. You're going to be stretching. Feel the stretch happening. Put it this. When you do this, after you do, bring your right foot to your left hand. Try to turn your face to the opposite side. So that gives a deeper stretch. It's actually a very, it's like a deep relaxation and a good stretch. Do the other side. Feel that stretch. Keep your other leg straight. You'll feel the stretch in this spine. And from here, you're going to be laying flat on your stomach and doing the same thing, but to the back. So your legs will go behind you. So basically, you're going to be laying flat on the stomach and then palms, your hands on either sides and taking the leg back. Hold it there. If you need a more stretch, you can do it. See, keep your chest flat to the mat. Then only the stretch happens to the lower hip. And from here, we're just going to enter into something which also brings the mobility in the hips. So you're going to be in this posture from Gajasana. So you cannot comfortably comfortably come into Bhujangasana. Now from here, we're just going to go into Gajasana. So you're going to go into the mountain posture. Try to touch your heels to the ground. If you're like this, try to shift your weight and touch your heels to the ground. You'll feel the stretch in your hamstrings. You'll feel the stretch in your back, especially your hamstrings. And hold for a few seconds and then relax back onto the ground in Bhujangasana. Just try to bend back as much as possible. This gives the mobility in the hips. Try going back up. And then down. If you feel like Bhujangasana is not like a really good stretch for you, or you feel like you're not able to stretch enough with that, you can try to again lift your legs and bring it to your head. So onto the ground. From here, come into a child's posture. Relax your legs on the side, your feet on the side of your hips. Just feel your back relaxing. Next. Now you'll feel the complete stretch in this area, right? So from here, we're just going to directly come into Bhadrasana. So come into the butterfly posture. Just if you feel like it's not loosened up enough and you feel like you're not able to push your feet to the ground, just try to bounce your legs a little bit. Try to push your feet to the ground. Try leaning front. You'll feel a deeper stretch. And then walk your hands in front. Keep your hips on the ground. Keep your knees on the ground. Just walk your hands front. Feel that stretch in your thighs. Then slowly from here, walk to your left. Feel the stretch. Walk to your right. Up to the front. And come up. And from here, we entering into the skeleton dance. We're going to be completely loosening up all the parts of us and preparing ourselves for dance. So let's all stand up from where you are at. Please stand up onto the mat. And you're going to be nicely jumping up and down, relaxing every part of you, every muscle. You're going to be relaxing and you're going to be jumping up and down. Okay, so just start shaking. Start shaking your whole nicely. Shake, shake, jump. Come on, give the energy. Jump, shake. See, shake not just your hands and legs, your hips, your legs, everything should shake. Shake. Slowly relax. Please walk and to the back of your mat. And once you're relaxed, please settle down on your mat. From here, we're going to be entering into the Gandhaverundasana, the third. And I'm just going to be explaining the different components. And so I'm going to be explaining the different components for the asana. See, every asana consists of various different components. How you breathe, how you verbalize, what you visualize inside of you, what is the sound that you hear, every single component, right? So for the Gandhaverundasana, the third, we're going to be visualizing yourself as a beastly animal. As you can visualize like a hyena or any of these animals, and you're going to be doing the Jiva Chala Kumbhaka. So what is this Jiva Chala Kumbhaka means? You're going to be visualizing as you inhale. Slowly inhale, hold your breath. With your mental force, you're going to be moving the prana, the life energy around your body. Use your mental force and you're going to be moving your breathing, your prana around your body. and exhale. So, as you're doing, right, you're going to be visualizing that the prana, the life energy in you, is going through every part of your body, is touching every part of your body. That is the most important part, okay? So, you're going to be visualizing as you close your eyes, it's, from your crown center, it's going to all the way to your chest, your stomach, legs, toes, hands, fingers, everything, right? This is going to be the Jivachala Kumbhaka. For the next few asanas, this will be the Kumbhaka. When we change to the next one, I will be explaining to you all once again. So you're going to be visualizing yourself as a beast, as a majestic beast. And then from there, you're going to be intensely doing the Jiva Chala Kumbhaka. And you're going to be engaging the Mula Bandha. Mula Bandha means sucking in your perineal region and locking it. That is the Mula Bandha. Just suck your glutes in, and that will be the Mula Bandha. And you're going to be gazing towards the tip of your nose. And let's get started into the Gandhabherundasana. So in the Gandhabherundasana, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be laying down on your stomach, keeping chin down on the mat. So before you do this asana, if you're wearing any necklaces or anything, please remove that. And your kantamala, do not remove your kantamala. You can just turn it behind. So just turn it behind so that the Rudraksha does not poke you. That's all. Okay. So lay back onto the ground, onto your mat. And you're going to be comfortably placing your chin onto the mat. So place your chin comfortably onto the mat. For this, see, one more thing I would like to mention, many times we tend doing this and you're going to hurt your face. Keep your chin up, keep it to the ground, look up, prepare your neck, keep your chin facing up. And now, in this Gandhabherundasana, this is going to be like a back stretch. So you're going to keep your hands here first, and I'm going to kick up and bring my legs above my head. And I'm going to stretch my arms. So I'll show you all. Shalabhasana Bedascha Nataberunda Namake Gandhabherunda Sahite Shirshadandasanam Tatha. This is the Gandhabherundasana, the third. So this is the Gandhabherundasana. So by performing this asana, basically just now we did all the back stretches, right? We're going to be see, if you feel like you have not stretched enough, you can try to just first relax the back, don't push yourself too much, and take the help of your partner. So you can take the help of your partner, and when you lie down, try to see, in this whole posture, it is not about you touching your feet to the ground. It is about you bending your back. So do it within your comfort level. So I request all of you, you can lie down on your mat and start. We'll be guiding each of you step by step also how you can perform this asana. And so I request everyone to do it. And if you have had any kind of surgery, if you have any medical conditions or you have had any kind of surgery, please refrain from doing this asana. If you have any medical conditions or medical issues which you feel like by performing this asana or your health, please do check with your doctor, check with your physician before performing this asana, before performing the Nithyananda Yoga. Please do check and do it with level. Yes. Also, for any of the females, if you are on your monthly cycle or if you are pregnant, please refrain from doing this asana. So I'll just show you how you can take the help of your partner. So lie back down in, okay. I'm going to lie back down. Onto your mat. Place your chin on, keep your head looking up, and now you're going to first thing, lift your butt off the ground. Okay, so try to be only on your knees. You see here how my Tatsopi is demonstrating. Try to lift your butt off the ground. This will help you to have the momentum. Then your partner can help you by supporting your leg and giving you the resistance to pull yourself up. You can hold both their ankles and gently, as much as they can, try lifting their hips up. Okay? And try holding it as much as possible. You can try to bring their legs to their head as much as they're comfortable, and then relax. See, first time when you do it naturally, you are going to feel a little stiff. It is in the morning and you're trying this asana. So you can just relax your muscles, try to just do the child's pose or bend your back again, relax, and then try after a few minutes, you'll be able to get a deeper bend. So just relax. You can do the
You can also stand up and do the hip rotation. Take a few minutes, loosen up your hips. The hips also need some warm up. Loosen up. Nice stretch. Other way down.
Once you do the hip rotation, also for loosening the stiffness in the back, you can keep your legs spread apart. Keep your hands up to your chest level, and you're going to be turning. So use the momentum. You're going to swing and twist. Swing and twist. Swing and twist. Each time you go, you'll see you'll be able to go a little, more, you'll be able to twist deeper because your back will be loosening out. And once you're done with that, just stretch to the side. And on the other side. Okay. Shall we try the Gandhabherundasana again? Okay. So you can, yes, you can stretch down.
Knees straight, just pulse. Basically, stretch now to back as much as possible.
Okay. So now we can try the Gandhabherundasana again. Lie back onto the ground. You can take the help of your partner.
Once you warm up more, the stretch will be a lot more and you'll be able to go a lot more down. So lie down. Place your hands right next to your chest. Put your forehead, look to the front and then place your
chin on the ground. Place your chin on the ground. Try to keep your gaze as high as possible. And then you're going to bring you're going to lift your hips up. This helps give the momentum. Then you're going to help. Okay. Ensure to push any necklaces, anything which you're having, please remove it. And for your Kantamala, please, you can just turn it around so the Kanta Rudraksha doesn't poke you. Yes. Now you can help your partner and support them. Take one leg, give them that resistance so they can lift the other leg up, hold both their legs, and help them try to bring it as much as possible. Just hold them there. If they're unable to even push down, that's fine. Just hold them there as long as possible. Try going a little deeper and then slowly relax when they're ready. So this is the Gandhabherundasana 3. So you can try it as much as possible. Try to go into a deep stretch as much as possible. And even the next asana also is going to be giving a stretch to your back. So you can continue practicing and trying it out. Yes.
No.
Yes. Let us now do the next asana, which is a Viparita Shalabhasana. For the Viparita Shalabhasana, what you're going to be doing is the same thing. From Gandhabherundasana, you're going to be lifting your legs, but this time instead of bending your knees forward, you're going to be completely keeping your legs up.
So you're going to just do the and
Yes, this is the Viparita Shalabhasana. Shalabhasana Bedascha Natabherunda Namake Gandhabherunda Sahite Shisha Dandasanam Thata.
so now we're going to show you how to do with the partner.
And you're going to be visualizing yourself as a locust. You're going to be doing the same Jiva Chala Kumbhaka, visualizing yourself as a locust, gazing towards the tip of your nose, and that is Viparita Shalabhasana. So, in the Viparita Shalabhasana, I would, just before we enter into it with your partner, I'll explain a few things. In this asana, you're going to be, it's actually very easy. You know why? Because you have a lot of support with your hands on the ground and you're going to be using the resistance from your back. So if you feel like, oh, I have a stiff back, I might not be able to do it, you actually can. Just try it out with your partner. So now for this asana, one more important thing, your hips have to be up off the ground. You have to hold your hips off the ground. Only then you're going to be able to balance. So first you can start by placing your hands completely flat on the ground if that is comfortable, or bend it and place it next to your head, whatever is comfortable. We'll adjust that later. Okay, as usual, you're going to lift your hips off the ground first. Now take the leg of your partner and this time you're going to bring it up. You're not going to bring it all the way down. You're not going to bend the knees. Bring it up and you're going to gently help them to pull their hips up and try to straighten your knees. Yes, bring them together. Try to straighten your knees. Wonderful. Now you're going to try to gently bend them more. Try to push your knees straight. Help your partner to try to keep their legs as straight as possible. Yes, wonderful. Try to hold for a little while. If they're comfortable, just gently bring them a little more forward. You can use your hands. See, you should use your hands to support yourself off the ground. And then gently relax. Wonderful. So this is how you can take the help of your partner. See, now gently just relax back immediately. If you feel a lot of stretch in the back, just relax back. And your partner, you can help to gently decompress their back. Gently just decompress their back. Just gently apply some pressure. You can try bringing your legs to the side of your hips to give a deeper relief. See, in this asana, another thing I would like to mention, which is very important, is your breathing. Because in all of these asanas, you're on your chest, right? You're literally on your whole front part of the body. So in this, your breathing is very important, how you breathe in and out. So you inhale, before you kick up, gently exhale. Just keep your breathing steady and stable. You have to see, in this also, you're going to continue the Jiva Chala Kumbhaka. Means you have to still visualize that prana just spreading around your whole body. In this, see, when you try with your partner, here a lot of times the partner is holding your whole weight of your legs, right? So you're going to feel a lot of stretch or strain in the back. You have to try, the next step in this asana is to try to hold it by yourself. To do that, actually it's very easy. The only thing you need to do is keep your hands, use the strength, like the resistance of your hands. Because your hands are already stretched out onto the ground, just use that as balance to push yourself up and keep it up. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what I mean when I say that. You're just going to lie back down in the Viparita Shalabhasana. Keep your hands. So you see, I'm going to start like this. If you feel like you're unable to kick up from here, that's fine. You can keep your hands here and then spread them out later. So keep your hands When you kick up, first here I'm going to inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now try to kick up. Use the weight of your legs to keep them behind the head. Now you see, right now, the whole weight is on my shoulders. You can use the hands to just support to not fall back. Keep your legs straight. And then gently relax. And then you can decompress your back. Just go back into the child's posture.
And you can help your partner.
Just gently relax.
Maybe massage the lower back and hips region. Just press it for them.
Okay. So we're going to try this just once more with your partner. So you're going to lie all the way onto the ground. So you're going to try again with your partner, lie onto the ground. And here, see again, you're going to place your palms on the ground. So keep your hands turned. Don't keep it under your thighs. You're going to turn and keep it on the ground. Yes, so this is what gives you that support when you keep your hands. See, you can see Nithyananda's hands. Just keep them on the ground. Spread your fingers apart. You're going to use this as balance. Now lift your hips up. Keep your chin up. Prepare your shoulders. Yes, relax, relax. Exhale. Now you're going to exhale. Lift your hips up as much as possible. And gently now help your partner. Give them resistance. You're going to keep their legs straight. As much straight as possible. Try to keep your legs straight. Focus on your breathing. You can also help them gently come a little more if they feel like they're able to. Keep your legs straight. Try to keep your legs as straight as possible. Yes. Yes. And then gently relax. Then you can go back into the child's posture and relax your back. Beautiful. So this you can try a few times with your partner. You'll see as you keep performing this asana 2-3 times, of course, don't strain yourself. But if you feel like you're able to do it, you can practice it 2-3 times. You'll see how each time you will be able to go into a deeper bend. And then once you get that, then you can try without the partner's help. So try just balancing using only your hands.
Viparita Shalabhasana. Shalabhasana Bhedacha Nataverunda Namake Gandaverunda Sahite Shishadandasanam Tatha.
Now, we are going to be from here entering into the next asana, which is the Chaturangasana. So, what you're going to be doing is this is going to be Chaturanga Dandasana, a plank, wooden plank. So, you're going to visualize yourself as a flat wooden plank, and you're going to be getting on your knees, on your legs, and with your hands on the ground. First, lay flat, and then you're going to be placing the hands next to your chest. Your toes will be pointed on the ground like this. Yes. From here, you're going to be gazing on top, doing the Jiva Chulakumbhaka, visualizing yourself as a wooden plank and standing up. So you're going to try holding your body up as much as possible, just above the mat. Hold the position, kind of like a plank position, hold it up and gaze towards your third eye in the Chaturanga Dandasana. Viparitam mandalam cha dvidaiha viditam hinaha dandasanam dvidha proktam viparitopaveshane Sarvangarshesha bhagastu shatshasti pratitastu te. And relax. And relax. Let's do this once more so you can do the plank. You're going to be engaging your core. So hold your legs down. See, one thing is don't, when you're going up, right, your back should not be arched. Like it's not, this is not the plank. Come front, move your back forward. Okay? And at the same time, it should not be completely, this is not plank either. You need to be like a flat table. Okay? So you're going to be, okay, that's not plank. I was just stretching. Okay. You're going to be coming here, right? And you're going to be sucking in your stomach and hold as much as possible. See, try to go as low as possible. If you're unable to go all the way, then you can try at least start with your hands being straight. Try to go as low as possible. So you're going to be in that position, visualizing yourself as a wooden sheet or a wooden flat plank.
Let us all do it now. See, just be straight. You have to notice this whole region. You're not going to keep it straight. You're not. This is not going to be like a table. It's going to be like a slope. It's going to show to all of you. You can see. We're going to be, push yourself front. It's a plan. Do you see? It's straight. Engage your core and take it straight. So this do a quick 1 minute plank challenge. And let's see how many of us can hold the plank the longest. And I just want to correct one thing I said. There are two things. See, when you have to have your hands flat, your back flat, then you go on your arms like this, and then you try to hold. But on this, there will be a slight slope always. But earlier I had told you have to try to make your back completely flat. But here there will be a slight slope. You'll just have to engage your core and stand. If you see here, there will be a slope. But you have to just engage your core and stand in this position. So yes. Let's all do this challenge. Let's do it together. 3. You all can relax once and start. Let's see who can hold the plank the longest. Okay? Let's start. 3. You can even do this with your partner. Grab your sister, grab your friend, grab anyone who's around. Challenge with them. Yes. Okay, let's start. 3, 2, 1, go. Straight. Usually straight. Don't let your hips sag to the ground. Keep your hips up. Keep your core tight and engaged. You should engage your core during this asana. Yes, come on. Countdown has started. You can record yourself. You can record yourself and your partner doing this asana. Yes, you should record yourself. You can set up your camera, you and your partner, anybody who's around you. Yes, come on. And yes, 1 minute is up. If you feel like you can hold longer, you can hold longer. I'll tell you all the secret technique here. You can hold it comfortably as long as you want. See, if you put your full force only on your hands, then you'll start feeling unstable. See, I'm just going to show you all. So now, right now, if I push my body front, in a few minutes, my hands will start shaking, correct? So instead, keep your core engaged. Push your toes forward, backwards. See what I'm doing? I'm not keeping it like this. See, I'm keeping it like this. And when you lean the core. Yes, because when you lean front, the whole strain is here on the shoulders. That's not what we're trying to do. You have to engage your core. So keep your core strong, keep your core tight, and keep your knees straight. And it's not your to observe. I'm going to keep my knees completely straight, right? So this is going to help you to stay in this as long as you want. So come up. Your hands should be parallel to your shoulders and keep your toes like this. Slowly stretch your toes And keep your knees straight, engage your core and your glutes. Straight. Focus on the Drishti point. You will see you're not in shape. You will feel so comfortable in this position.
And very stable.
Yes. And you can hold it as long as you want. So this is the secret of how you can hold this plant. Long as the next time you want, you can challenge your friends, your sister, anyone that you want.
And you can record and also upload this on YouTube. You can tag them for the challenge and you can do it. And now from here, we are going to be relaxing into the next asana, which is Niranjana Karmasana. So here in the Niranjana Karmasana, you're going to go into, this is like completely decompressing your back. So go onto your knees and you're going to go into a kneeling position. Place your left foot on the right. So you're going to cross your ankles, place your left foot onto the right and your buttocks on your heels. So you should settle down onto your heels. Yes.
Just going to show
You
from
can-
the back.
Yes. So you're going to cross your left foot over the right. Just at the soles, you can cross your feet. And then place your heels onto your buttocks. You're going to be placing your hands onto your ears. So place your hands on your ears. And you're going to be coming to the front. See, your back will not be entirely straight. There'll be a slight hunch in your back. So you're going to be leaning to the front. Bring your forehead down onto your mat and making contact with the knees. You should try to pull your forehead, pull your head to your knees. Yes. So pull it. Try to compress yourself as much as possible. Pull your forehead, touch your forehead to your knees.
So you can see how she's doing. See, keep your legs flat like this. I'm just going to be showing it to you all like diagonally, so it's easier for you to observe. Keep your feet like this and your elbows to your knee. Pull it down, pull it closer.
Yes. This is the Niranjana Karmasana. Here, you have to, after doing this, when you pull your forehead to your knees, forcefully pull up the Apana Vayu upwards. So you're going to engage the Uddiyana Bandha and forcefully pull up that Vayu in your stomach. So you're going to feel, it's going to be like a contraction. You're going to feel it, all the Vayu, all that air, you have to forcefully pull it upwards and lock yourself in the Uddiyana Bandha and also lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha. Visualize yourself having no karma. Visualize yourself having no karma. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in the Niranjana Karmasana.
अत निरंजन कर्मासनं बालको गर्भश्यामा स्थिते संकुचिते यथा तथा गर्भासने योगी निरंजन विधिं भजेत् दत्त्वा दक्षानघ्रौ वामनाग्रिं पारणाभ्याम् इन्द्रयते स्पिजौ अपानं मार्गं च कुर्यात् वारस्वारं ततो बलात् जानवन्ते मस्तकं दत्त्वा नाभिं प्रस्थे विकुर्यते पाणिभ्यां छायते खरौ नेत्रे तिष्ठदभिक्रमैः.
And relax. Wonderful. That was a very powerful asana where you nicely relaxed yourself. And from here, you are going to be entering into the next asana, which is going to be entirely engaging your core. We are going to be doing the Danda Mayurasana. So for the next onset of asanas, you're going to be completely engaging your core and you're going to be working on that. So let's get ready for the Danda Mayurasana. So in this asana, you're going to be engaging your core completely, as we said, in the Danda Mayurasana. So let's just prepare our core a little bit to perform this asana. So just now already we did the plank and had a nice core workout. Now we're going to do just a few more things which will help engage your core so that you can hold it strong and you'll be able to perform this asana easier. So we're just going to come like this. So you can see I'm going to come onto my butt and you're going to keep your legs on the ground. Now I'm going to lean back. So my whole weight is going to be on my lower back. And you're going to be crossing your legs here. So cross your legs. You're going to, already you'll feel your core being engaged. You're going to cross your legs. And now you're going to stretch your legs out. Try to stretch your legs out a little bit. Here you'll already feel the core being engaged. You have to be engaging your core while doing this. And from here, you're going to be turning to both sides. So you're going to be twisting and turning to both sides. Keep your core locked. If you feel like giving up, still try to give yourself a little push and you'll feel your core being engaged. So you're going to turn to both sides. Do not place your feet onto the ground. Keep engaging your core. Turn to both sides. And let's start with 30. So one rep will be touching both the sides. And we're going to do 30 like this. Okay? So are you all ready? You can actually also challenge your partner and do this. It's going to be a nice core workout. Okay? So let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, halfway through, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, just 10 more, 21, 22, 23, 24, keep going, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yes. And relax. Great job. You can come into the Vajrasana. Do not lie back down immediately. Come into this posture and focus on your breathing. Take few deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay. Now your core is all ready for the Danda Mayurasana. So here in the Danda Mayurasana, first you're going to come to a kneeling position. You're going to lean forward. In this asana, I'm going to be placing my hands onto the ground and first my elbow should come to my navel. So here the entire asana is going to be balanced on your core. So you're going to be using your core strength completely. So I'm placing my hands onto the ground, my palms onto the ground, and bringing my elbows onto my navel. So first you're going to bring your elbows onto your navel. See, do not keep your hands all the way up. 2 reasons. If you keep your elbows, many people do the mistake of placing their elbows here. You're not going to be able to get the balance, and you will also feel slightly out of breath. You have to keep it here, directly in the core. Okay? So we're going to do the Danda Mayurasana. I'm going to show you all how to do the Danda Mayurasana. You're going to come into a kneeling position. You're going to lift your legs off the ground and you're going to hold. And visualize yourself as a peacock as you hold this asana. Mayuram dandavat kuryan mayura dandanamakam kuryan mayura parshvabhyam mayura parshvanamakam. And you're going to be doing this a few more times just so that you can get a hang of it. So for here, I want to explain the kumbhaka, the breathing that you're going to be doing, which is going to be the samana kumbhaka. Means you're going to be inhaling deeply, visualizing heat, flames raising up along the spine to the navel center, then hold your breath, then exhaling from there on. So inhale deeply. As you inhale, visualize the flame and heat raising up along your spine from the root center to your navel center, and hold your breath there and exhale. This is the Samana Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, locking your perineal floor. You're going to visualize yourself as a peacock. For the next few asanas, you're going to be visualizing yourself as a peacock, and you're going to be doing the Danda Mayurasana, all the while chanting inside you the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let's all do it once more. So I'm going to just show you few common mistakes which people make when they try to do these kind of asanas. So one of the main things is when they do, you try kicking up and you're unable to balance. So many times you try kicking up, you feel like you're unable to get balance. First thing, the whole balance is actually based on your posture and how you engage your core. So you're going to place you. See, when I do this asana, my elbows are on this part of my body. So I'm going to engage your core. When you do it, you have to suck in your core. You have to use your abs, your strength, and you're going to be doing. So here, bring your hands facing your palms backwards. You're going to place your elbows onto your navel. And when you do this asana, you have to engage your core. You see, if you try lifting your legs here, you're not going to get balance because your legs are naturally proportionately longer and heavier. So you have to lean forward. If you see here, when I do the Danda Mayurasana, I'm going to lean forward, angle my body forward so that you can get the balance when you engage your core. So lean forward and kick up off the ground. Engage your core and balance. So here, I'm just going to show. Yes. So here, if you can see, when you try picking up, you're going to keep your back straight. Okay, keep your head up, keep your back straight. You're going to lean forward. Do not bring your forehead to the ground. When you lean forward, you should not bring your forehead to the ground. Keep your core strong. Lift your legs up. Your partner can just help support your legs. Yes. Now you're going to engage your core, lean a little more forward. Yes, do not place your your forehead onto the ground. Try balancing and relax. So you're going to try balancing as much as possible, as much as you're able to do this asana. In the next few asanas also, we're going to be practicing this. All of you can continue. The next asana is the Pangu Mayurasana. You're going to be lifting yourself off the ground just with one hand on your one elbow in your navel, and then you're going to be lifting your whole body with just the support of one hand. All the visualization remains the same. Samana Kumbhaka. You're going to be, as you inhale, you're going to be visualizing the heat traveling from the base of your spine, flames up until your navel. Hold your breath and relax. So the Samana Kumbhaka, visualizing yourself as a peacock, locking your perineal region, gazing to the top. You're going to be entering the Pangu Mayurasana. So from kneeling position, place your left hand on the ground and fingers pointed backwards, bringing elbow to the navel. Lift the entire body off the ground, keeping the legs and upper body parallel to the ground. You can practice this a few times just so that you get a hang of it. So you can try as much as you're able to do it. So try to balance on one hand. So you're going to try to bring your elbows and this part of your arm to your navel center so that you can balance. So let's all try it together. मयूरासनवस्थाय एकेन हस्तेन एकस्य हस्तस्य मणिबन्धं धारयेत् पङ्गुमयूरं भवति. You're going to be, once you do on one side, you're going to be repeating the same with the other hand. That will be the Pangu Mayurasana once again on the other side. And relax. Now we are going to be entering into the next asana, which is the Jnanasana. So for the Jnanasana, what you're going to be doing is, you're going to be first putting your left leg outside your hips, sitting down, placing your butt on the ground. You're going to be taking the right leg, putting it on top of next to your left hip, and you're going to be sitting like this. And here, three things important. One is the bandha. you're going to be doing the Mahamudra Bandha, which means you're going to be locking, sucking in your genitals. So you're going to be engaging your perineum region, pulling your stomach in, the Uddiyana Bandha, and then you're going to be locking your chin to the chest, and you're going to be doing the Samana Kumbhaka. So I'll show you all what Samana Kumbhaka is. Inhale. As you inhale, visualize the heat traveling from the base of your spine up until your navel center. Hold your breath there. Hold your breath, and as you hold your breath, you're going to be gazing to the tip of your nose. You're going to be gazing to the tip of your nose. You're going to be bringing your visual to the tip of your nose, and you're going to be visualizing Devi Saraswati in your inner space. This is called the Jnanasana. Let us all do it once. So you're going to be sitting like this, and Mahamudra Bandha. So lock in your perineal region, your Uddiyana Bandha, suck in your stomach, lock your chin to your chest, and complete gazing to the tip of your nose. Let's all do it together and visualize the Hindu goddess of knowledge, Devi Saraswati, inside you. Let's start. This is the Jnanasana. Remain in that same position. All of you can continue to remain in the same position. From back, you can see Nithyananda is showing how the position looks from back, and we are showing how it looks from the front. Just place it here. Your legs should be pointed straight. Sit straight. Again, let's all relax. Breathe in again. Inhale. Then exhale. Now as exhale, suck in your stomach. Lock your chin to the chest. Engage your perineal region. Bring your eyes to the gaze to the nostrils. And visualize Goddess Saraswati in her face. And this is Jnanasana. Athanyadasanam kritva sarvavyadhi nivaranam yogabhyasi bhave kshipram jnanasana prasadataha daksha padoru mulecha vamapadam talam tatha daksha padatalam daksha parshve samyojya dharayet. This is the Jnanasana. From here, you're going to be remaining in the same position. You're not going to be relaxing, and you're going to be entering into the Kubjikasana. So your left leg remains where it is, but your right leg, you're going to be lifting it towards your chest. So take your right leg and lift it up and place it in the armpit. You're going to be placing it in the armpit. You're going to be trying to lift it up and placing it in the armpit. And I'm going to mention a few things here. See, now in this asana, our left leg is facing out, right? You're keeping it pointing out. Naturally, when you try to lift, you're going to bring it in so that you can get more balance, but you should not do that. In this asana, your leg should be facing out. So that gives a stretch to the hips. And from that, you're going to be bringing the leg to the armpit. You're going to literally be bringing your leg in the Kubjikasana. This is the Kubjikasana. In this posture, visualize yourself having absolutely no karma, being completely free, liberated from all the karmas, and gazing into your third eye. Please gaze into your third eye, continuing the Samana Kumbhaka and locking your perineal floor. This is the Kubjikasana. You're going to be holding in that asana. अथ जठराग्नि संदीपनम गुल्म प्लीह शूलहर कुब्जिकासनम. And relax. So we're going to relax your legs, your ankles. This is like a hip opening asana. You're going to feel a lot of relaxation in the hips. Then next, we're going to be entering into the Bharadwajasana. So in the Bharadwajasana, what you're going to be doing is, you're going to be sitting and keeping the right heel outside of the right hip, placing the left foot on top of the right thigh, placing the left foot on top of the right thigh, and then bringing your left hand around the back and catching hold of the left foot, and bring the right hand to outside of your left thigh and twist. This is the Bharadwajasana. You're going to be visualizing yourself as Bhagavan Subramanya, the ruler of the planet Mars. So here you can see your left hand should come around, twist, and we'll show from the back as well how it looks. You're going to be so your hand comes around. Yes, you can see how Mata Tatsupriya and Nithyanandini are showing it. So you're going to be holding it like this and gazing to your third eye, the Samana Kumbhaka. You're going to be inhaling, visualizing that flames and heat raising up from your base of the spine up until your navel center, and locking your perineal floor, gazing to the third eye. This is the Kubjikasana. Continue to hold there. Feel the stretch. Uttana kurma pithai cha sainhas garudameva cha vatayanam gomukham cha bharadwajam trivikramam. And from here, you're going to be sitting on the knees, keeping the right heel behind, placing the left heel on the navel, toes upwards towards the chest, and both hands on the respective knees. So your toes will be upwards towards the chest, and you're going to be holding your leg here, and you're going to be relaxing your hands on your knees. So first, make yourself stable and bring this close. Okay, and from here you're going to be relaxing both your hands on the respective. You need to be engaging your core, your Mula Bandha, and you're going to be holding it here with both your hands on your knees. So try to lift your leg up, bringing it close to the chest, your heel on the navel, and toes pointed towards the chest. So you're going to be supporting your heels on the navel. See, right now, if you just try, your legs will not stand. But try to put it on the navel. You're going to be taking the support of your stomach. One way you can do this easily is, if you try to keep your leg like this, spread apart, you're not going to be able to bring your leg up to your navel center. Try to bring your leg close. Try to bring your knee close, as close as possible. And you'll be able to see the heel will automatically come to the navel center. So try to bring it as close as possible and rest your legs. So you can see me here. Automatically, my toe is pointing towards my chest. The ankle is coming towards the navel, and then it's straight. This is Virasana 5. And you can see the hands are I'm just going to show through the side. So you can see the side as well. I'm not having the hands are not supporting the legs, right? So you have to see here, the hands are not supporting the legs. The legs need to be, try to keep lifting it up. Engage your Mula Bandha and embody the state and space of, and you're going to be gazing to the tip of your nose. Virasana. एकं पादमथैकस्मिन् Vinyase dura samsthitam ittarismastitha ittarasim sthatha paschad virasanamittiritam. And from here, hold the same position, remain exactly the same way, and just your hands alone will stretch to the top, and that is the Bhairu Asana. I'll tell the visualizations. Go ahead. And in this asana, see, last time in the last asana, your leg was outside the hip. This time, you're going to be bringing your right heel onto the perineum. So you're going to be bringing your right heel onto the perineum. You have to rest your right heel onto the perineum, and everything else will be kept the same. Everything else will be completely same.
It's going to show from the back. Nithyananda is showing from the front. You all can see. Just showing from the back. I'm going to have it until, and you can see my leg is pointed up. And lift your hands up.
And you're going to be lifting your hands up in Parashu Mudra. So we will show you all the Parashu Mudra, which is basically interlocking your fingers, and then you're going to be lifting your hands up completely in the Parashu Mudra, holding it here, locking it together.
Keep your feet pointed. You can see. You all can see down. We'll show you down. See, my thing on this feet, and this is pointed up. Keep the feet pointed up so it's close to your chest, and interlock your fingers, stretch it out.
This is the Bhairu Asana. Visualize yourself as a leader or of a pack of wolves that is waiting to hunt its prey, and hold it there. Continue to interlock and hold it there. Feel the elongation, feel the stretch. Visualize yourself as a head wolf of a pack of wolves, leader of a pack of wolves. मूलद्वारातिकबेसिकधारे वामपादगुड अनुदकारे एडी अग्रगुदातरिधारे ऊर्ध्वचित्ति अंगुष्ठतरिकारे गुल्फवारिलकुले आनेपा पनाहा माहिलौ भूपरिधाने बहुरी चरणदाहिनौ जो होई आनिलगावे सोई. You can keep, there actually is a very, very relaxing asana, which helps you stretch your spine, which helps you can relax. So it helps you stretch your spine and relaxes you into that position. So this is the Bhairu Asana. And from here, we're all going to be entering into the next asana. You're going to be going into the Baddha Matsyendra Asana. So in the Baddha Matsyendra Asana, it's going to be slightly similar. You're going to keep your left foot on top of the right thigh. So it's going to be like this only. Your left foot is going to be on the right thigh. Your right foot, now you have to place your right foot over top and the right side of the right knee. So you're going to be placing it like here. Or just right side of the right knee. So right next to your right.
I'm just going to show you all how this looks like. You can see this is inside. I hope you all are able to understand the distance. We just want to show like this so you all understand. See here. This comes here. This comes on the knee. Alright, I'm just sitting here. So that's all. This is the way you're going to be having. And now comes the twist. So you're going to be twisting your whole body in this Baddha Matsyendra Asana.
Okay, so see, in this asana, you're not just going to be placing it, when you place it next to the right knee, you have to place it on the ground. So you're going to be bringing your right leg like this on the ground right next to the right knee. And your left leg is going to be up by your right thigh. And from here, you're going to be bringing your arm around the raised knee, and you're going to be taking this arm and locking both behind your back. So let me just show. These are all excellent hip openers and back stretches also. It really, if anyone of you are having sciatica pain, all of it, this will be very, very helpful for you all. So do the Baddha Matsyendrasana, visualizing the great yogi. We are projecting on the screen, visualizing the great yogi, sage Matsyendranatha, who is the founder of the Hatha Yoga, and gaze towards your third eye. Hold yourself in the Baddha Matsyendrasana. मत्स्येन्द्रपीठं जठरप्रदीप्तं प्रचण्डरुग्मण्डलखण्डनास्त्रम् अभ्यासतः कुण्डलिनी प्रबोधं दण्डस्थिरत्वं च ददामि पुंसाम्.
Let's do it, partners now. So, it's like this. Twist. And maybe put your partner, just hold them. So here you can just use your leg or your hand to support your partner. Usually, actually, this asana is very easy to clasp your hands, but the hard part is to balance. So you're going to be bringing both your hands around your back and just clasping it together. So you have to use the leg on the ground. You have to use that to try and balance. So you can try putting your weight on your partner if you're unable to balance. Bring your hands around and try to bring them as much as possible. Then you're going to take your other hand as soon as you get balance. Yes. And you're going to be locking your hands. So you can try this as much as possible, as much as you're able to with your partner. The only part we need come to the pan and do this. The main part here is the balance. And first practice with your partner, then you can easily get it. Yes. And then try leading your partner, see if they can hold the balance. And then once you're ready, relax. Beautiful. And now we're going to be repeating the same sequence on the other side. So sit and place the sole of the right foot on the left side. If you did this previous time, then do it now on the left foot on the right side. So you're going to be sitting and placing the sole of your right foot on the left thigh. Okay. So if you did this last time, you can do it the other way around. Okay. So you're going to be sitting like this and you're going to be visualizing your whole legs will be outside. You see, my feet is not like this. It's not, it's here. So place it here, keep it like this. And you're going to be engaging the Mahamudra Bandha. Your perineum region, pull your stomach in, lock it into the chest, and you're going to be gazing at the tip of your nose as you bend down, gaze your nose, visualizing Devi Saraswati in your inner space. So fold your legs and bend down. Jnanasana. अथन्यादासनं कृत्वा सर्वव्याधिनिवारणं योगाभ्यासि भवे क्षिप्रं ज्ञानासन् प्रसादतः दक्षपादोरुमूले च वामपादतलं तथा दक्षपादतलं दक्षपार्श्वे संयोज्य धारयेत्. And from here you're going to be entering into the Kubjikasana. Sit and keep the left heel outside of the left hip. Take the right foot, turn it upwards and place it in the right armpit. This is the Kubjikasana that we are going to be entering into. And you're going to be visualizing yourself as having no karma. And gazing to the top of your third eye. And you're going to be sitting in this position in the Kubjikasana.
अथ जठराग्नि सन्दीपनं गुल्पमपि हा शूलहरा कुब्जिकासनं किञ्चित्तर्य शक्तिमस्थाप्य जानुर्मूर्ध्वं धृत्वा सम्पर्वर्ततेन.
And from here, you're going to be doing the Bharadvajasana. So you're going to be sitting here in the same position. Sit and keep the left heel outside the left hip. Place the right foot on top of the left thigh. Bring the right hand around the back. Catch hold of the right foot and bring the left hand outside the right thigh and twist, gazing to the third eye. This is the Bharadvajasana. You're going to be in this position, visualizing Bhagavan Kartikeya, the ruler of the planet Mars, and you're going to be gazing into your third eye, continuing the Samana Kumbhaka. Continuing the Samana Kumbhaka.
उत्तानकूर्मापीठै च संहस्गरुडमेव च वातायनं गोमुखं च भारद्वाजं त्रिविक्रमम्.
And from the Bharadvajasana, you're going to be going into the Virasana. So in the Virasana, what you're going to be doing is, you're going to be sitting on the knees, keeping the left heel behind. Place the right heel on the navel, toes towards your chest, hands on the respective knees, gazing towards your nose. And remember, take your knees as close as possible. So automatically it comes closer to your chest, the toes comes closer to your chest. You're going to be embodying the state of bravery, Veera. And you're going to be doing the Samana Kumbhaka. As you inhale, feel the flame and heat raise from the base of your spine all the way up to your navel center. Hold. And exhale. As you do this, gaze towards the tip of your nose and have the Moola Bandha locking in your perineal floor, continuing to chant the japa of Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
एकं पादमथैकस्मिन् विन्यस्ते दूरसंस्थितम् इत्तरैः संस्थिता पश्चाद्वीरासनममीरितम्.
From here, remain, please remain, don't relax. You're just going to be sitting on the knees and placing the perineum on the right heel. You're going to be not extending your foot outwards. You're going to be sitting, you can see how Mata Tattvapriya and Nithyanandini are showing it. And you're going to be sitting on the perineum on the right heel. And you're going to be visualizing yourself as the head of a wolf pack. And you're going to be gazing to the tip of your nose. Parashu Mudra, we'll show you all. You're going to be interlocking your fingers, yes, and stretch it up, completely up. So interlock your fingers in the Parashu Mudra and stretch it all the way up. And you're going to be doing the Bhairavasanas in Samana Kumbhaka.
मूलद्वारितकबैसिकधारे वामपादबुध अनुदकारे एडि अग्रगुदातरिधारे ऊर्ध्वचिति अंगुष्ठतरिकारे गुलभवारिलौकुले आने पुनः माहिलौ भूपरधाने बहुरी चरणधाने जो हृदानि आनि लाघवै सोई.
From here, you're going to be entering into the last asana for the day, which is the Baddha Matsyendra asana. You're going to be sitting with the right foot on top of the left thigh, placing the left foot over the top of the right side of the left knee. To the side of the left knee, sorry. And you're going to be gazing into your third eye, twisting your back around, clasp your hands together. You're going to be twisting your back around, clasp your hands together at the back, continuing the Samana Kumbhaka. Lock your perineal floor. Visualize the great sage Matsyendrasana. This is the Baddha Matsyendrasana.
मत्स्येन्द्रपीठं जठरप्रदीप्तं प्रचण्डरूपमण्डलकण्डनाश्रम् अत्यासतः कुण्डलिनी प्रबोधं दन्तस्थिरत्वं हि ददाति पुंसा.
And relax, lay flat on the ground from here, stretch your legs out and lay flat on the mat. We're going to be entering into the last asana for the day, which is the Shivasana. You're going to be entering into the Shakti Chalana Mudra, which is visualizing your Kundalini flowing from the base of your spine all over your whole body.
Visualize yourself as a completely dead body, and that Swamiji is liberating you. Let your whole body become completely immobile. Visualize that Swamiji is liberating you.
अथ शवासनम् उत्थानं शववद्भूमौ शयनं तु शवासनम् शवासनं श्रान्तिकरं चित्तविश्रान्तिकारकम्.
Now, let's all do the Shakti Chalana mantra. Visualize that the Kundalini Shakti from the base of your spine is slowly raising up and spreading all over your body. Your awareness to each part of your body. Slowly relax your toes. Just do not move. Just bring your awareness. Feel the Kundalini Shakti going to your toes, your feet, the soles of your feet, your ankles, your calf muscles, your knees. Just feel each one of them deeply relaxing. Your thighs, your hips, your butt, your back, your lower back. Feel the whole spine relaxing deeply. Your entire back is deeply relaxing. Feel your stomach. Bring your awareness to your stomach, your obliques, your entire base. You bring awareness to your chest. Experience deep relaxation.
And slowly wiggle your toes, your fingers, and fold your knees. Bring your knees slowly close towards your chest. And you can just gently move it to the left and right. And once you relax, slowly come up, sit up on the mat. Go on to the right side. And today we have all successfully completed over 474 asanas of the Tritiya Vinyasa Krama successfully. And today we've mostly worked on the core and also a lot of stretches to the back. Actually, today's asanas are not like these are all extremely beautiful relaxation asanas. It will bring a lot of healing. More than stretching, it will bring the stability and balance to the stretches we did last few days, right? And yes, so you all have successfully completed. And now let us all offer our gratitude to Swamiji, and every one of you can join us for the Paramashiva Sena happening for 30 days, for 1 month in St. Kitts from the 1st of October to the 1st of November. We welcome all of you to join with us to experience this authentic yoga. And let us all offer our gratitude to Swamiji and conclude with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all, Nithyanandam.
In the heart of St. Kitts and Nevis, where the ocean meets the sky, a historic gathering is unfolding. The United Ancient Nations, a global forum where the world's first and ancient nations unite to share wisdom, confront challenges, and co-create solutions rooted in ancestral knowledge. The United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations represents over 160 indigenous member nations and communities, advocating